super excited to draw this Native American face today. Oh, my dog just went flying into the room. Got ourselves a COVID dog. She is amazing, so she might be destructing things. I went live in my Facebook, which I do about once a week, and I asked about ideas, and I was bouncing off ideas to them, and I was like, I really want to do sort of maybe like a calendar, like 12 months of cool ethnicities drawings, and there was a resounding yes. So I'm doing this, I'm going to do 12 weeks in a row here on my drawing channel, and then on my mixed media channel, I'm going to do more seasonal, like Halloween and Thanksgiving and holiday themes and winter themes coming up too. So there are going to be super different things going on in each channel, which is exciting. So I am drawing this girl today. I have a feeling this is completely nothing actually authentic. Definitely yes on the feathers. No clue if this makeup is anything other than just fun for the photo shoot, but I do believe that she is an indigenous. I do believe that the ethnicity is correct. I just don't know about this stuff. But that's okay, because I know face painting is actually authentic. So one of the reasons I think it's okay to choose her for this is that everyone in my Facebook group was very, very clear that all of the women that we will be drawing will be sexy. And that was the resounding vote. So sexy Native American is what was requested, or that's what I'm picking. But the sexy part, which I think is hilarious, comes directly from my Facebook group, which is so funny. So all the supplies are linked up in the description box below. And I'm going to be using, well, I'm just starting off in pencil here, drawing an oval for the head. I'm going to have all these weeks be forward facing just because it's for continuity's sake, really. So I'm going to divide that in half. That's the eye line, and then I'm going to draw straight line down the center. Her neck you cannot see. I'm obviously blowing this up to be much larger than my reference because I like to work big. That's just my style. And then we are going to divide this in half. And then we're going to divide that in half again. This is a Blackwing pencil. It's super smooth and fun to draw with. All right, so her eyes, if this is sort of realistic, I'm not going for super realism. It actually sucks the fun out of things for me. So I'm going to be just doing my style, but using this reference. So we have 3 squished ovals. Her eyes are actually pretty, they're pretty close together. So I'm making this one. They should all really be the same size, but close enough. And then we are doing, I'm going to do a ball here for the nose. And then she has very big luscious lips, which will be down here at the bottom. Her head is kind of facing down, like her chin is tucked a little bit. So her hairline is going to be probably more forward than I would normally make it. But it's gonna come, I'm coming down into the oval, and then the middle part is here. And then this kind of like cascades down in front. I can't even see the back of her head. It kind of disappears into the black background. So something like this, I would say. Okay, and then we need to really kind of start defining her face. Even though I only see just this very left-hand side, I will shore up the oval, which is her face. There's her chin. And then, of course, her feathers are coming and, like, covering up. And they're coming over here, so I'm just going to leave that like that. And then this is the folds of her blanket wrap thingamajiggy that she's wearing. So in essence, it's going to be taking up this whole sheet. Okay, so now we need to kind of zoom in on her eyes, and we're going to fine tune her eyes a bit. So I'm going to come here and hit the top of the oval, and then I'm going to just do that. Coming back up for the bottom lid. It does that. All right, now I'm going to skip over here before we get too far. Do the same thing on this line. It's super hard to keep my head out of the camera. Sometimes I need to like see up and over, so I need to stop and do a check. Okay, so we're kind of defining the eyes. Now we can put the lid on. The lid is just slightly above like this. And here it actually comes out. It's actually in a different place. On this side, it stems out directly from the, what's it called? This part. So I'm going to be probably coloring this in with markers. You're obviously welcome to use whatever your favorite medium is. All right, now we can kind of put in her tear duct line here. And then the bottom of her iris is sitting on this lower lid. All right, and this is where her little sexy face comes in. Like that. The same thing over here where the bottom of the oval is sitting right on that line, and then the pupil is actually almost cut off by the eye line, the top lid. So coming in a little bit more. So they kind of match. All right, and then her eyebrow really super curves up. Again, that's where you have the sexiness coming in here. We have this here. She has pretty thin eyebrows. And then this one starts over here, and it's just a regular curve. And when you have one swooping up more, that's where you get to your sexy look, which she definitely has. All right. And then, let's see, this middle oval can leave. Bye-bye. And then we have her nose is next. So let's zoom in here. My lighting a little bit better over here. All right. Her nose, I'm going to drop it down just a hair. So her nose, because her head is tilted down, usually you can kind of see the nostrils really well, but you really can't in this picture. You can kind of see a little bit of this one, but not any on this one. And right away, I'm noticing like this, which I'm just putting in super lightly because it's actually her shadow line and not the actual line of her nose. And then the same thing over here. You can kind of see up a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to skip down, get her lips. She's a beautiful, whatever the heck part of the mouth this is there. The lip dip. Zoop, zoop. So we have this. And then she has like this is coming out. This middle part of the upper lip kind of dips down, and then this comes up. And then she has a really full, beautiful bottom lip that's super full. So cool beans. Got her full lip in there. And then this is just heavily shaded. And then, yep, and then her hair again kind of goes like in. And then that will be shaded. Cool, cool. And then this is hair. And then we're gonna have her feathers are gonna come this way. This way and this way is her feathers. So gotta get those penciled in just so there's no surprises later. I think that's 3 feathers actually. I thought it was 2, but I think there's 3 in there. There's this one. And then there's like another one here, which I didn't see before. And then this one. Just kind of like that. And then she has a braid. You stem from here. And then she has this braid, which you can only really see like the side of. So it's kind of starting up here from the right, and then it's like, you really can only see one side of it. So let's see if it's coming down this way. Voop, voop, voop. Do you like my voop? Voop. That's what that is. You can only see this like curly on the left-hand side, and you don't even see any on that side, so that makes it easy. And then her hairline up here kind of, again, stems out of this front section. Same thing with here, just making sure. Oh, I think it starts a little bit farther back than I had it. No worries, just erase. And erase. And then I think we can erase those guidelines as well, because it's kind of just muddying up our picture here. And favorite vanish eraser, erases really cleanly. So I'm working on a cardstock type paper, which is great for markers, which is I'm going to be using. A lot of people hate markers, totally fine to hate an art supply. You just use whatever you want. Okay. Now there's going to be a lot of shading going on, and then this actually comes in and like, oh, almost comes in that far, but not quite. She actually too, I should say, her eyes really like, this is actually much more of a downward kind of slope. But again, I don't want to get super caught up in realism. That kind of, again, kills my joy. So we will just do what I like to call good enough and be happy with that. There's these downward facing things. Okay, and okay. All right, get rid of this extra, and then I'm gonna grab my markers and get to work. All right, so the next thing I like to do is actually just outline the features. I'm using a Copic Multiliner. And I'm going to outline her first, and then I will afterwards erase the pencil lines. Must not be a recent picture because the eyebrows of 2020 are ginormous and these are very thin. Isn't that funny how you can tell an era by the eyebrows? True though. I learned a lot about eyebrows when I was doing my Learn to Draw Art Deco series. Oh, eyebrows were like the whole thing that started in the 1920s and 1930s. Cracks me up, but it definitely started like, yeah, they became their own genre of things that women had to primp and prepare. swatching off on the side, to the side, just different skin tones that would go together nicely. Always, 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 always swatch when you're getting ready to color, just so there's no surprises. I've gotten people have yelled at me because their color wasn't the color that they thought. So really, really take a minute and swatch your colors that you're using for your skin tones. I'm gonna start with the darker colors, and I'm gonna start with, and actually I can even go darker, but I'm also gonna be using a little bit of colored pencil as well. So I need to go, oh, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna go darkest to lightest. You can actually go either way. It's totally up to you, but I have some ones that kind of go nicely together, which is like a whole collection of them. And I'm gonna start using my reference, and I'm gonna start by, again, going dark to light. So I can see right off the bat, right along this line is gonna be super dark, as well as this side. So the light source is coming from the right, and that's why it's making this side all shaded. My face looks so huge compared to hers. So I'm gonna just start right along those places that I see. So scary, but so fun. We have this. All right, then we're gonna do the lighter color. What color was that? That was light orange. Light orange. Ooh. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is even darker. Not good, not good. All right, I'm just gonna put that down, and then I'm going to move away and put that one away because that was too much. All right, and then this is the lightest color, which again, you can kind of swath everywhere. So I'm going to start kind of lighter and then work my way down so nothing crazy happens. So this is a C4, which stands for kind of cold. It's a cold gray. And then she has a lot of shading in her eye. And normally I would use gray, but this picture is actually showing it like really red. So I might actually use the skin color to do that. It's like super red in here. So I'm gonna just use the skin color to do that. This one is like almost entirely shaded. You can't like see any of that color. Interesting, because it's so shady over there. No, it looks weird, but that's literally what I see. And this in here is red too. All right, sweet. Let's get some lips going. She has super red lips. So I'm going right for the crimson. Heck yes. We want it sexy, remember? Well, here we go. And then that side is shaded. We could make the feathers there too, but I'm gonna actually start working on her hair. Her hair is like black. So I wonder if for her hair, if I actually shouldn't maybe just do like dark shades of super dark brown, maybe almost like her skin color. And then I can weave in some parts of the black. I'm gonna try that. Ooh. So we're gonna do this. You can also, it might be cool to like thicken up some of these with the black. So maybe like right next to her. Because it's cool to see different line weights. Super hard to do this, I'm not gonna lie, because your pressure has to be like the same all the way down. And that's hard to do, but I like it already, so worth it. We can do like the, it's actually easier to do this with a Sharpie because it's not as flexible, that nib. You could do at least like the inside and the outside line and even the part. I'm holding my breath. I just realized I'm like, I'm not breathing. Oh, yes. So fun. Okay. Now we also need to get some lashes on this lovely lady as well. And then we will put on her cool makeup. Although I could do her, I think I need to do some, I'm gonna do, okay, we have to do her like weird clothes, which I will do now. And then we have to get her, I'm gonna do it in this color because that's kind of the same color as on there. And then we'll add some shading. So excited. And then we'll have to create this, we'll have to create the feathers. right, I'm gonna see about going in with some colored pencil. This is blush, and I'm gonna kind of just swipe it across this way. And I'm trying to see if it will blend together some of the alcohol marker marks. It kind of accentuates that one there. I'm going to go a touch lighter. See what that does. There we go. Lighten up this area. Like, chill out, yo. That does get pretty dark over here. Kind of pinks up her skin. I don't like using colored pencils alone, but I really like them in conjunction with alcohol markers. I'd go with white. See what we can do for this. And ease, again, I use it to ease all these transitions so it's not so like brutal. Some here, just a big highlight right here above her lip. And here under her nose as well. This area can be lightened up. Ooh, I'm seeing the effects now. Whoop. Ooh. Clumsy marker girl. And this can... This is just like a brown, red. So awesome, because you can just tone it up or tone it down. Just a few strokes of your pencil. Get that drama. Drama llama. What color is this? Brown. Straight up brown. Yes, so good. Love it, love it, love it. Love it so much. And you can make this more shady. Oh, it's so fun. And then this is really dark too. Except again that like the nose as like this eerie little highlight. So you can use your pencils to carve that shape back out. So cool. And again, the chin is like lighter, so we can add that, make that lighter by forcing it lighter with the colored pencils. And if that's not light enough, then that's when you go in with your markers. I need one like in between. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. What is this? Peach. Peach is a good one for this area for her cheeks. Oh, I just freaking love her. My son is like screaming upstairs, so hopefully you're not listening to that. All right, so let's make sure all of this shading is how we want it. There's like a little bit of a highlight there. Oh, and she also has, yeah, her lips have a lot of variation as well. So we can lighten it here. And then I think if I just kind of make like lip lines, that should help a little bit. Well, my son is like freaking out upstairs. Oh, the joys of parenting teenagers. All right, so then we have this. All right, cool, cool, super, super cool. And it's like she really has this like red in her eyes. Sure what's happening with that, but I'm putting it in because that's what I see. All right. All right, I'm hoping that I can do, oh, I just realized under this eye, it's kind of like she's got some shading as well. I am hoping that I can do all the things I need to do with just using my paint markers. So we shall see. And actually, before I get going, I just want to like, this is super dark. Just add in a little bit more shading before we leave this area for good. This is indigo. It really is like super dark in here. All right, sweet. Actually, I'm gonna add some in here as well. Heck yes. Ooh, love it. Okay. We can put here so it kind of matches the same blue situation. All right, so I'm gonna try to, hopefully, to see if I can use my paint markers to do this. So she has this really cool, like, mark here. I'm hoping it'll be opaque enough. And then also here. And then she has this, I think I'm gonna need a juicier marker. And then she has this. Oh, it's like painted from all the dirty paintings I've done before it. And then she has this. It's pretty thick on here. 1, 2. And then I realized her hair is in the way. And then it's like this, and this, and this, and this, boop, and this, and then she's got down on her chin, she's got one there, and then this one, she's got like literally like that, and then nothing else, but we can also accentuate her kind of eye details like that. And then let's see, we have a not quite so bright white, or we could use this and then we can, ew, getting this white paint everywhere. We can, if we need to add any highlights, we can kind of do this and then spread it with our fingers. But I think she's actually pretty good. Now, the last thing I might want to do, we need to do her eyelashes, but I also want to see about putting some highlights in her hair. So I'm going to see if it's enough to do it with the white, or if I should do it with a pen. No, I think that is okay. Honestly, it doesn't actually add, it doesn't, sort of not affecting me in any way, like either more nor less. I kind of could just have left that out there, but I'm already here, so here we go. Just pulling some highlights through. And when that's dry, we're gonna do those eyelashes last. And I like this too because I can still go and add some cool shading, because I feel like you can never have enough shading, like ever. It's always fun shading. Always. This is a blue. The shadows are typically cold. So blue or purple always works well. Yes. And I love a drama. Dramatic shading is the best. Oh, she looks super cool. All right, now we need some eyelashes. I'm going to use my favorite eyelash brush, which is the Pentel Pocket Brush. And I'm going to make sure my paint is dry. So I'm going to, first of all, kind of run this over, because she is wearing makeup, and it does kind of cross over this way. And then we're going to give her some lashes. I just did a video on this on my mixed media channel, so I will link that below with the other resources. Heck yeah, she doesn't really have bottom lashes in here, but she would have them in real life, so in they go. And this side, this does take some practice with this brush, as you can see from me not nailing it very well. But yeah, oh, she freaking rocks. The only thing that's super weird I'm finding is her like blanket clothes situation. So we'll see if I can kind of finagle that a little bit better. We could also put some colors in these feathers, which would work, and we can also at least maybe put some white, like so there, highlighted, where they look feathery. But I kind of like that they're set back, because then it makes her like makeup and her face like kind of come forward. So I like that as well. So fun. Thanks for joining me today. I will be back next week where we were doing another ethnicity of some sort.